Get ready for the morning rush.
Quick wrap of your news and weather. We'll start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Cold out there now, but we're still watching for the possibility of a few spot snow showers over our northern mountains. These will be very hit and miss, and even this computer model doesn't even want to put anything out there. So accumulation coverage very limited. We'll watch the overnight hours to see if we can get anything over the Sacramento Mountains late tonight into tomorrow morning. Adam?
As you get ready to head out the door, we're following the day's top local stories, and we'll start with Catherine Mazzone.
Happening today, investigators are waiting to speak to the only survivor of a murder-suicide. The mother of 3 is still fighting for her life at last check, critical here at UNMH. Police say her 3 children are dead after the woman's ex-boyfriend ambushed the 4 in their Fort Hills home. They say the 45-year-old broke into their house while the family was gone and waited for them to return. That's when officers say he shot them. While they say the mother tried desperately to save her children, even managing to run to a neighbor's for help. One child died on scene, the other 2 here at UNMH. The mother, again, is still fighting for her life. It's unclear when this sole witness will be able to speak to police. Fernanda?
Catherine, and police say the suspect in that shooting, 45-year-old Daniel Wexler, ambushed the family with a gun before turning it on himself. They say he didn't have a felony history, but court records do show stalking and assault charges in 2002 and 2003. Last month, he went to the hospital after making suicidal statements. Police say he would not leave his ex-girlfriend alone after she repeatedly asked him to. And just a few days ago, he had asked to bring Christmas gifts for those kids, but their mom said no. Adam?
On to breaking news. A plane in Pakistan has now been confirmed as crashed. Officials say the aircraft was carrying 40 passengers when it lost contact with the control tower on its way to Islamabad. It crashed somewhere on the border of near a border there in Pakistan. The condition of those people are unknown.
On to more breaking overnight news. Several thousand rescuers being sent to Indonesia's province at this time, where a magnitude 6.5 earthquake struck early this morning. The deadly quake already claiming the lives of 54. Officials worried that death toll will rise as rescue teams continue searching the rubble of collapsed buildings today. Good news here, no tsunami warning was issued, and the earthquake was felt strongly, though, as many people ran outdoors in panic.
Also happening this morning, police are searching for a man who they say held up a Denny's restaurant in Santa Fe. This man, they say, walked into the restaurant on Cerrillos Road late last month and robbed the manager at gunpoint. You can't see his face, but police do want you to notice the distinct square patch on his jacket, and they hope somebody will recognize it and call them. Sarah?
In just hours, we could learn more about the fate of outgoing UNM president. The Board of Regents is scheduled to meet to discuss possibly suspending or firing Bob Frank. Today's agenda cites the possible actions that can be taken, including either suspending Frank with pay while an internal investigation is completed or terminating him with cause. This comes after an audit of Frank questioned his treatment of staff and some of his spending. Frank has already said he won't seek second term after his contract expires in May. The meeting is scheduled for 1 this afternoon. Crystal?
The news happening now. Presidents from New Mexico public universities are urging the lawmakers to extend liquor taxes funding to the lottery scholarship. Scholarship funds from liquor taxes help the state offset 90% of in-state tuition for students. But if the extra funding is allowed to expire in June, coverage would fall to 60%. Yesterday, NMSU President Gary Carruthers urged lawmakers to provide a 1-year extension. Kristen?
Today's Metro Threat Index still at a 2. The only thing we're going to be watching for is those cool temperatures this morning. We'll rebound back to the 40s today. Mix of sun and clouds overhead. No significant rain or snow chances to worry about just yet here in the Metro. We do look to stay dry for the rest of the week. Crystal?
The CEOs of AT&T and Time Warner are heading to Capitol Hill today. They plan to convince senators a merger of their 2 companies will mean innovative new experiences for consumers. The Senate Antitrust Panel, Republican chairman and senior Democrats say they proposed $85.4 billion merger would potentially raise significant antitrust issues.
And a new report from the Centers for Disease Control this morning shows fewer adults than ever in the U.S. are smoking cigarettes. Only 36.5 million. That may not sound like a low number, but it's the first time the number of smokers has dropped below the 40 million mark since record keeping began 50 years ago. Young adults are responsible for the largest decline, and the only group that showed an increase was Medicaid recipients.
Time now for a check on that early morning drive. On this Wednesday morning, we do have one crash to tell you about. It's on I-25 and San Mateo. It's not marked on our map, but it is there. Be aware of that if you need to use that route this morning.
This year, the U.S. Postal Service expects a record number of packages during the holidays. We went inside one of Albuquerque's shipping centers where workers spend 10 hours a day on average. Postal Service workers say every year, just before Christmas, people ship gifts at the very last minute, which they say is a bad idea. About 5 million packages are expected to go through that facility during the Christmas rush.
Okay, here's something interesting. Wallet Hub recently ranked the best and worst cities to be single in. The Duke City ranks 104th out of 150. Seems Albuquerque is a good place for date night because going out is cheaper than most cities. Alcohol sales are also cheaper here. However, our job growth among singles and crime rate actually hurt our ranking. Time now for the 5 facts.
We'll begin with number 5. Visitors to Albuquerque's River of Lights display this season are seeing one of the 15 best holiday light displays in the country. The display is featured in a recent MSN.com article right alongside popular light displays like Austin's Trail of Lights.
Cool. Number 4, today many will remember those killed during the attack on Pearl Harbor 75 years ago today. The Washington Post reports the family of John Anderson, a New Mexico man and Pearl Harbor survivor, plans to scatter his ashes today right where his twin brother died in the attack on the USS Arizona. Anderson died in 2014.
At number 3, a cold start, but this afternoon we'll get back to near average. 47 is the forecast high here in the metro. Some breezy conditions to watch for this morning. Spot snow showers over the northern mountains, but colder temperatures arrive tonight.
Number 2, firefighters are searching a home in Rio communities for a child unaccounted for after a house fire. The fire broke out last night. Firefighters fear that child may have died in the blaze near Belen. Fire officials say a woman, her mother, and 3 kids lived in the home. It's still unclear how those flames began.
And now to number 1, some Albuquerque residents posting comments online saying they'd like to organize a memorial for the 3 kids killed in a shooting in Fort Hills. This as their mother continues to fight for her life at UNM Hospital this morning. Police say 45-year-old Daniel Wexler ambushed the family with a gun Monday night, then turned it on himself. We've learned the 3 children, all under the age of 10, went to an APS elementary school not far from their home. Yesterday, fellow classmates were sent home with a letter from the principal calling the siblings bright stars in our community. There will likely be counselors on hand again at that school today.
Lots coming up in the next hour on KRQE this morning over on Fox New Mexico. We're going to be talking about weekend events with ABQ 365, all that's happening here in the countdown to Christmas and the holidays. Also, wealth management and why some experts say it's important to save in the coming year.
Need to know that. We'll see you on the other side.